APC, without any doubt, is the party of history. On so many grounds. One, on the basis of its foundation or formation. Never in the history of this country has such an all-embracing association, collaboration, partnership, representing various tendencies that were hitherto antagonistic of each other, have come together to coalesce into one national harmonious tendency. This, I think, is historical. Let me elucidate. Even in the First Republic, the Second Republic, partnership or mergers or coalition have been on piecemeal basis, where one part of the country and another part have some alliance against some other parts of the country. But what makes the merger a historical event was that the entire sections of this country, the North, the South, the East, the West, came together as represented by the parties. Those regions or zones were fundamental. ACM from the entire West, AMPP from the Northeast and some part of Northwest, APC, CPC from North Central and some part of the North, and of course APGA from the East. That's Nigeria for you. We've all come together to ensure that we mutually agree to work together without any inhibition in order to salvage this country and give Nigerians the confidence that, alas, our differences have become our strength. It is with that mindset that we pursue the election. And because we are unanimous in our quest, in our vision, in our values for Nigeria, that we brought President Muhammadu Buhari to represent the interests of all these tendencies. And we won the election. So I think that is a historical event that will remain indelible in the history of this country. The second aspect of the history is that this is a party that has been formed only about 1.5 years, and it uprooted a government that has been there for over 15, 16 years. This is historical. So you can't be more right in calling APC the party of history. I think what we should always remember and keep it within our mindset is the circumstances of our coming together. This coming together is not without sacrifices, efforts, and commitment. These values are what should be our guiding spirit. The moment we start thinking about individual gains, personal agenda, to the detriment of the unanimous, harmonious unity that we have, then it will be unfortunate. So in a nutshell, we should make sacrifices. We should consider those principles, ideologies, and values that made us come together to continue to burn, to shine, and to lead us, to guide us in taking any decision. The moment we fall back or we relapse to those primordial tendencies, I'm afraid the House is likely to collapse. I think that's the driving force that will ensure not only the survival of the party, but its success and progress. And for me, to ensure that that is realized, we have two things. One, to have an open door policy, because that was the basis for which we came together. What do I mean by open door policy? Adhere to the rules and regulations of the party. Ensure justice. Ensure fairness. And ensure inclusiveness. These values, these factors are sacrosanct if this party must survive. Anything short of justice, fairness, inclusiveness will be an undoing for the party. That is number one. The second, party activities and participation is not listening to a religious sermon where you accept the message without question. We have to come out and express ourselves in a manner that is consistent with the principles and values of this unity. But above all, the leaders of this party must realize the fact that people have come a long way. And in so doing, people have expectations and hopes. As leaders, we must find ways and means and wherewithal to ensure that party members are rewarded one way or the other. That reward doesn't have to be monetary. It doesn't have to be material. A mere recognition can be a reward mechanism. A mere acknowledgement can be a reward mechanism. But beyond that, the reward system must also facilitate bringing food to the table. Not at the expense of national wealth. Nigeria is blessed with tremendous amount of wealth. All that we need is to have a fair leader, a sincere leader who would ensure distribution of these resources in a most equitable manner and in the most transparent manner. I believe, even though Nigeria has over 220 million people, the wealth that this country has is enough to give every Nigerian a 3 square meal a day kind of situation. So, in a nutshell, the leaders have to conform to regulations, justice, and inclusiveness. The followership must express themselves in line with the spirit of our coming together. And lastly, people should be given the opportunity to be taken care of, welfare, in whatever ways. I think by so doing, people will not regret being members of the APC. Like you said earlier, we should not see APC as election winning machine. There should be certain values, certain ideologies, certain principles that should always keep us together. Not just about election, but even when we come to the election has to be in conformity with the Constitution of the nation and the Constitution of the party. Thank you. I think that's the crux. And that is why I have been hammering this issue, that whoever aspires to lead this party must be somebody that has the background of how this party has come to be. When you take a stranger who did not know the sacrifices, the efforts, the intrinsic issues that were brought together to form this party, such a chairman, such a leader will see the party as any other party, especially those that have perambulated across different parties, held positions, and created confusion in those parties. And today, we are thinking about those controversial people, people that have not added any value whatsoever to the formation and survival of this party, to come and lead this party. It will be unfair, immoral, ungodly for bringing people who are not even part of these legacy parties, that have made so much sacrifices to ensure this party survives. This party becomes attractive. This party becomes the party to beat in Nigeria, to come and lead the party. We need people who knew how it happened, people who nurtured the party, people who chaperoned the party to make it attractive. I want to assure you, if I become the national chairman, this is the value I'm going to pursue, to ensure that people get more attracted by the party by virtue of the spirit, the values, the reason that has brought us together as one united, indivisible country.